these are the perfumes I wore the most in the month of August. Let's start with a combination that I took with me to my vacation. I was at the ocean, and so I wanted something fresh, but something sweet as well. And then I came across this one in my collection, which on its own for me is a little bit too, I don't know, it's not enough. It's not giving me what I want and what I need. So I thought about combining both of those scents. Let me tell you, this combination is a combination from heaven. It was so good, and I got a lot of compliments actually when I wore it, and this was the combination I wore the most on my vacation. So the combination is Coach Dreams by Coach, which is a perfume I've shown you before. I love this perfume. This is such an easy reach for me. It's just very uplifting and clean and fresh, but still creamy enough so that it's not too harsh. Sometimes those very clean perfumes lean a little bit too harsh for me, and then it gets in a direction I don't really like. This one is just because I think there's some pear and bitter orange in it. It's just fruity enough so that it's wearable for me, and I love this one on its own, but I combined it with Kayali's Eden Juicy Apple. And so the story behind this is last fall, I would say, I was searching for the perfect fall apple scent, like apple pie scent, and I was testing out all of the apple perfumes, and then I thought, okay, maybe I'm just going to buy like a straight up apple perfume, mixing it with something I already have, which is very cozy and fall like, and then it gets this fall apple creamy yummy vibe. I was hoping. So I bought a lot of apple perfumes, and I bought this one, but it was a little bit disappointing to me just because I think the thing with Kayali is it gets hyped up so much that I'm anticipating something groundbreaking, and then most of the perfumes are actually very nice and I like a lot of them. I love some of them. This one is just a little bit too juvenile, I would say. And I think the inspiration behind it was like the old days and growing up as a child. It reminds me a lot of my childhood and something I've smelled before, maybe like a shampoo that was used on my hair or something like that. So this is an apple perfume. It's fruity, of course, but it's extremely sweet and synthetic. For me, it's not balanced enough so that I can handle the syntheticness of it. This has red apple, black currant, pink grapefruit, and lychee, and red berries in the heart, rose, jasmine, raspberry blossom, which sounds lovely. And then in the base it has musk, vanilla, blossom, amber, and moss. And you can definitely smell all of those red fruits. It's like a fruit bowl explosion, but in the synthetic way. And then the base is quite deep and sexy. So you do have a certain kind of balance. It's not just apple. But as I said, for me, something is lacking. And so when I combine those two, let me combine them right now. The Coach one smells so good. And so, see, that's what I needed. Like maybe it was just lacking a little bit of freshness. I'm not too sure. Maybe like some lighter fruits, but this is just so amazing. I would love to have this as a perfume, but right now I'm combining those two all of the time. It's so yummy. It's so uplifting and happy and fresh. But then this one gets with the apple one a little bit more fun and interesting and a little bit more seductive and sexy. And then the Coach one makes this one just a little bit more uplifting and elegant and perfect for everyday wear. I'm not really a person that combines a lot of their fragrances. So maybe I'm going to start because this is just so perfect in my opinion. And just so you know, this month I wore a lot of my cheapies. It was a coincidence. I didn't mean to. It just happened that I gravitated towards those scents. So wait, let me show you the bottle first. The next one is Cassandra Rose Jasmin or Rose Jasmine by Jeanne, and this is what the bottle looks like. I really don't like the bottle, and I don't have a problem with inexpensive scents or if the bottle is not made up extremely luxurious, but this one is so obviously cheaply made that it's a little bit hard to wear for me. I don't know if you can understand, but for example, this is the same brand. And this one is more expensive, but not that much. Maybe that one here was like 6 euros and this was 15. So I would have paid 15 euros if it would have come in a nicer packaging. Just saying. Because you see like how it is made. It just looks so cheap, and also like the lid and everything. But the juice inside is absolutely beautiful. It's so nice. If I look up the notes, I'm like, yes, give me everything. This is a, as I said, very inexpensive scent, reminding me of Trusar di Donna. But that one has this kind of cleanliness to it that leans a little bit harsh on my skin. And this one does not. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's a fruity floral for sure, but it's extremely fresh and clean and so elegant, but still modern. It has some bitter orange in it, jasmine tea. I love tea notes and fragrances. There's some pear as well. Then in the heart you have magnolia, which is one of my favorite flowers, and white peach, rose, and jasmine. It's like a bouquet of elegant, quiet flowers. And then in the base you have amber, musk, and white cedar. It is definitely not long lasting. You have to overspray this one for sure. But I mean, for however much you pay for it, it's definitely okay. I love this bottle. And like I say with a lot of my inexpensive perfumes, if you were to put it in another bottle, you would not know that this was 6 euros or whatever it was. It's so beautiful. I think this is going to be my scent of the day. So then let's continue with the other Jeanne Arthes perfume, which is called Macaron Amande, and this is from another line of them. And this is just so cozy. The month of August here was all over the place. It was extremely hot like it is today. I'm melting. And then it was extremely cold and rainy. And on those days, I like to wear more light, cozy scents that are not too deep, so that I can also wear them in the summertime, but that give me this cozy feeling. And this is exactly what this is. So Macaron Amande is almond, of course, and plum in the top, orange blossom and heliotrope in the heart, and base notes of milk and vanilla. I think there were some more on the packaging, but I threw it away. It's a lovely packaging actually as well. And this is just really cozy. It's creamy, it's sweet, it's a little nutty. It has some slight powderiness to it, but just slightly, so that it gets cozy, but not too powdery, because too powdery scents I do not like on my skin. For me, it smells a little bit of pistachio, which is funny because there are so many pistachio scents where I do not smell pistachio at all. So yeah, that's nice. And I think it gets compared to Kayali's Pistachio Yum Gelato fragrance, which I do get. But the Kayali one on me is a little bit too powdery and has something to it that reminds me of something vintage. I'm not too sure what it is. This one is just a little bit more fun and playful. and cozy. It's so, so cozy. Definitely has something about a gelato as well. But I think Macaron Amande, is the perfect name because it has this subtleness to it. Macarons are not like loud in your face. They're like a subtle dessert, and they have this hint of flavor, sometimes with pistachios, which is actually my favorite flavor. They are not too sweet. They have some powderiness to it. So I think it's the perfect name. Let's continue with Juicy Couture Palm Trees, Please. And I will only talk about it for a short amount of time because someone in the comments of one of my videos commented saying that this was discontinued. I'm not too sure. It says it is being marketed by Revlon, so I'm not too sure if this is true or not. I hope it is not. But this is just my perfect sweet iced tea scent. It's fresh, it's fruity, it is definitely green like the bottle. It has like currant, lemon blossom and matcha in the top with some nectarine, and then the heart is quite green with ivy and leaves. It has ylang ylang in it and jasmine, and I love that the base note has angelica in it, cistus, musk and sandalwood. It's just so refreshing and uplifting and sweet at the same time. You do get this tea note, but it's very sweetened up, and it's just something I love to wear on a daily basis basically, and as you can see, I've used up a lot of it already. Then I wore Burberry Her Elixir, and this one is a strawberry scent, and I am in my strawberry phase. And this I can smell through the bottle. It's so potent. It's not a beast mode scent, but it's quite strong on my skin. It's fruity, it's sweet, it's creamy, or I would say it's more milky than creamy. It's not like a thick milkshake. It's more like subtle milk with some strawberry in it. It's definitely sexy. The base is super sexy. It has amber, vanilla, sandalwood in it. Definitely also some jasmine, but it's the nice jasmine I love that is making every perfume more elegant and, I don't know, just beautiful. There's this beautiful, elegant aspect to it, but then you have this loud strawberry and blackberry as well, actually, which makes it super fun and sexy, as I said. I love my strawberry perfumes at the moment. I have quite a few and I love to wear all of them, but this one is the one I wear when I want to feel sexy at the same time. It's also something I would wear for a date night. Next up is this decant. It's from Nuit Nomade, which is a perfume house I want to explore more. And so this is Nothing But Sea and Sky. And I took it with me on vacation because it was fitting. And the story was I wore it for breakfast, and we had a house. We were on the first floor and my parents were at the third floor. And then we had breakfast, and then we came down to get ready for the beach. And so when we got ready, I asked my husband, what do you think of my perfume today? And he was like, I could not smell anything at all. So I was like, wow. And then my parents came down, and my father said he smelled me during breakfast. And then when they came out and went the stairs down, he could smell me in their apartment still and on every floor until they got to us. And then he could smell me like extremely loud. And I was like, what? That's so funny, because my husband could not smell me at all. And actually, when he said he couldn't smell me at all, I sprayed even more. And then my father came down and he was like, oh my God, you smell extremely strong. I don't know what to think. I couldn't smell myself with this perfume. So it's a perfume like that. You know, sometimes those perfumes, those molecule-like perfumes are like that, but there's no molecule in it. So I don't know why I'm telling you this. But this is a woody, fresh, citrusy, aquatic scent with some creaminess to it. Doesn't have a lot of notes in it, actually. It just has bergamot, sandalwood, and white musk, and you can smell all of those notes. To me, it has this molecule 02, molecule 01 scent bubble to it. It does remind me a little bit of cedar wood, and molecule 01 is a scent that smells like sandalwood and cedar wood mixed. So I can definitely smell something like a cedar wood in there as well. It's extremely fresh, and you can smell a little bit of the powdery white musk as well. It's very interesting. It's very easy to wear if you like scents like that. It's definitely unisex, maybe even leaning a little bit masculine, but not too much. I like it. I like to smell it on paper, or I love to smell it anyway, but I cannot really detect it on myself. But as I said, my dad could smell it for hours and hours and hours, and I did not spray a lot until I did it for the second time. But you know what I mean. Tell me if you can smell it on yourself. Tell me if it's a long-lasting scent on you, and tell me if everyone around you can smell you when you wear it. A quite new addition to my collection is Montblanc Signature Absolue. And this I didn't take with me on vacation, but I should have, because it's the perfect vacation scent. I said in a short that if you like scents like Soleil Blanc, then you will definitely like this one, because it's just this creamy, exotic smelling perfume that's smelling a little bit like a suntan lotion, but more elegant. And for me, this one is more bearable than Soleil Blanc. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the coconut in a lot of those scents that is just too much on my skin, because this one has no coconut in it. It has pear and mandarin orange in the top, which you can definitely smell. But then it is mixed with ylang ylang and tuberose, a combination that is a little bit tricky for me. But I think mixed with those fruits, it gets more bearable and I can wear it. It's not a scent I can wear every single day, but if I want something like a suntan lotion type of smell, then this one is the one I would pick. It's so fruity and creamy, and the tuberose also makes it very creamy. And I think, as I said, mixed with the fruits, it's just not too elegant and grown up, but still fun and playful. So then the last one I'm going to show you today is Acqua di Parma Sakura. And I've told you before that I am on the hunt for the perfect Sakura cherry blossom scent. So I'm trying out a lot of the cherry blossom scents at the moment. And this one is beautiful. This is the cherry blossom scent if you don't want something sweet, if you want something elegant, something for the office, something a grown-up would wear. This is fresh and floral. It's also citrusy, slightly fruity, and it has some spiciness to it because it has pink pepper, and you can definitely smell the pink pepper right away, mixed with some mandarin orange, some bergamot, and then comes the slightly sweet cherry blossom mixed with jasmine, and it's the nice jasmine again, and the base is just musk. So it has this powderiness to it, but just a little bit. As I said, I only wear powdery scents if they have just a light amount of powderiness to it, because otherwise it's just too much on my skin and for me. But this is just the right amount. This is one I wear a lot to the office because it's inoffensive. It's one that is almost like an easy reach if you like scents like that. But it's just so beautiful. So these were all the perfumes I wore in August, and for next month I think I'm also going to do like a perfume tray, so you will see the scents that I'm hoping to wear in the upcoming month. So let me know if you like this idea, and let me know which perfumes you wore in August and what you thought of them, because I'm going to show you the ones I wore. It's not only perfumes I adore and love, but sometimes I also wear perfumes to test them, you know? So yeah, that was it for today. See you in the next one.